We are riding high outside Washington, D.C. National Harbor is a great place to vacation, even while you're working.
And we take you to a house you can rent with friends on the friendly island of Vieques.
And then we head to Las Vegas to a cantina with tequila for the soul and tacos for the heart.
Plus, we want you healthy and feeling good on your trip, so we found you a doctor to go along with you.
And find out why Sunset Beach, North Carolina is a favorite for international travelers. And cheers, everybody. Welcome to the show. We are actually here just outside Washington, D.C. We're at National Harbor. Actually, we're at Gaylord National, and this is an incredible hotel. And unfortunately, because it's night out, you can't really see the Potomac River behind us, but this is a great spot.
Yes, and it is there. And this is a treasure of a place to go to. Whether you're working here, you come here with your family, or you just want to get away on your own, it is a fabulous place.
All right, let's get started. 180 feet above National Harbor. This is the Capitol Wheel. You can see the entire layout of the harbor.
And you see the Gaylord National Resort and Convention Center, which is the heart of National Harbor.
Huge conventions come here. If your convention is here, go.
And say you don't want to go to your convention, but it's at the Gaylord in National Harbor? I'm there.
And bring your family too. There is so much to do.
You can walk to many places. You can even watch sporting events on big screens outside.
Plus, a short shuttle, Uber, or Lyft away is the MGM Grand Casino that is now open for business.
The Gaylord National not only has the convention center, but is also the largest hotel in the D.C. area.
In fact, it is the biggest between Jersey and Florida. Plus, if you are a Marriott Rewards member, the Gaylord National is in their portfolio.
Plus, its glassed-in wall offers a great view of the Potomac River from many floors, no matter the weather. And it is loaded with great bars and restaurants.
So first, we went to the National Pastime. Yes, a sports bar.
It is very cool with big screens and plenty of great choices for food and libations.
Now, the slam dunk here is a burger, the lamb burger.
You do not need ketchup or mustard. The herbed feta cheese, along with the garlic mint mayo, is a Greek festival with the luscious and succulent ground lamb.
We went with medium rare. Many lunchgoers raved about this. Now we know why.
We also dabbled in 2 drinks, the French pear martini, which was light and a bit sweet, but very nice for a summer day.
It has Absolute Pears, Saint Germain, a floral liqueur that seems to be going with every drink now, and champagne.
And then the Marylander's Mule that had an interesting kick with Sagamore rye whiskey, and there it is again, Saint Germain and ginger beer.
Now next we went a few floors up to the Belvedere Lobby Bar. What a view. Plus they have great wines. Hint, we got a glass of Orange Swift's Prisoner for $15. It's usually double that. Lock me up.
But after, you need to escape to the Old Hickory Steakhouse. Sure, they have sizzle, but they are also full of cream.
You mean cheesy. Why? Well, this cheese cart, or what they call artisanal cheese. Call it what you want, but this is a cheese lover's paradise.
And you get to try a wide variety of cheese from around the country as well as the world.
For dinner, we dove into the center cut filet, done medium rare, to perfection.
And we went with the Shug Chardonnay. We have had it before and loved it. It stood up nicely to the steak.
Now, we've been here a number of times and also with big groups, so Old Hickory is a must for any occasion when you're in D.C.
We found another hotel with a boutique, all-around trendy feel. The AC Hotel is also part of the Marriott portfolio, and it boasts a great bar and some inventive bartenders, as we found out.
This is Soy, or as we nicknamed him, Soy Sauce. He served us up, of course, we can never resist, the Hemingway.
And Soy definitely has the Papa Sauce magic with Bacardi, lime, grapefruit, and maraschino liqueur. Perfect for a Caribbean afternoon reading Old Man and the Sea by National Harbor.
Now, we have noticed that the maraschino liqueur is coming back a lot. It's not too sweet and not like the cherries. In fact, this has kind of a taste of bitters.
Yeah, it tastes a lot like Campari, and we wanted to try something different with it, so we tested Soy.
We wanted something with maraschino that would have a sour and bitter taste, and he did not disappoint.
You guys challenged me, so I put lemon, fresh lemon, squeezed lemon, simple syrup, vodka, a little bit of maraschino, and then just put some cherries, and just kept it simple. So it should be like a sweet and sour and a little bitter in there. Well, like you guys wanted.
Perfect.
All right.
What are you calling?
I don't have a name for it. You guys can name it.
Soitini.
Soitini? Is that what you guys want to call it? That's fine. I'm terrible with names. Soitini, all right.
So go see Soy and the other bartenders at the AC and have a night of challenging them with your taste buds. Right next to the AC Hotel is the Walrus Oyster and Ale House.
But it is more than an ale house. It has some really cool things here for foodies.
And for anyone, really, this is a great place with some cool history.
Now, the first is watching a ball game at the bar. You're all day at a convention and you just want to unwind. This could be the spot.
The Walrus has plenty of room if you have a crowd of workers looking to kick back with you.
Now, the next reason, the drinks. We tried the Endless Summer with New Amsterdam gin, Chardonnay, seedless red grapes, and lemon. Now, this had a refreshing summer afternoon feel thanks to the gin. But let me ask you this. What are your thoughts of mixing gin with Chardonnay?
Well, we are really seeing this a lot lately, and it used to be taboo to mix hard alcohol with wine, but now it's almost a standard thing. We've seen quite a few reds mixed with a bourbon or a whiskey, but I think this is the first time that we actually saw a Chardonnay mixed with gin, and it was so refreshing and delightful. You could drink these all day.
Absolutely. Now, the next biggest reason to be here is the oysters. You can get the chef's dozen like we did.
So right here we got the 4 Lighthouse, the 4 Hog Island, and then the 4 Sea Stone. We got our cocktail sauce with horseradish, red wine vinegar with black pepper and shallots, and our homemade oyster crackers.
And you described them this way.
Sweet, salty, briny.
Another great dish is a dish you want to yell across the Walrus to your waiter. The Wild Ass Pony Steamed Oysters.
And this was superb. The oysters are steamed with garlic, shallots, butter, fish broth, and then a garlic baguette for dipping. And you will want to dip.
Absolutely. Now, the Walrus steals its oyster theme from poetry by Lewis Carroll.
Even the wine glasses have a stanza from Carroll's poem, The Walrus and the Carpenter.
Now, to complement the oysters, we chose a Lyre Chardonnay 2014 from Sonoma. And no lying here, it really stood up. What do you think?
Oh, it was great. And really, the classic oyster pairing is Chablis or Chardonnay with oysters. And that started in France. And it's the more mineral-rich younger wines that are going to work so well with that briny, salty qualities of the oysters. So you wouldn't want to go with a heavier aged Chardonnay. And that way you're really creating that whole fresh oyster ocean experience on your palate.
Now, here's what's also cool about the wine. The wine is on tap here. And we're beginning to see a lot of that, right?
Oh, it's so true. Wine by the tap is all the buzz right now, and it is a great way to serve and enjoy wine. Here's a couple of reasons why. It's more economical, affordable, and more sustainable, and that's both for the restaurant and the consumer. The wine tastes good as it doesn't oxidize or get corked, so nothing is wasted and it's fresh every time.
Now, after the wine, you want to go to the ladies' room. Well, I don't, but Susan, you did.
Yes, that's right. And the ladies' room shows a cool, artsy map of the history of the Walrus and oysters in Maryland, as well as how it all ties into Lewis Carroll. It is a fun must-see when you're there.
Along with a visit to the ladies' room, the Walrus Oyster and Ale House is a place you don't want to miss if you are in National Harbor.
And we should pay one of our undercover operatives, Kathy Bellis, for this next recommendation.
Yeah, she told us, if you want to meet me, I will be at Rosa Mexicana having margaritas.
And we understand completely. We warn you, going here will remove from any diet any processed Mexican food ever again.
That's right. Take their margaritas, all made with fresh squeezed lime juice and organic agave nectar.
And then you get to choose the tequila off of their Margarita al Gusto menu.
Now, we chose the Gran Centenario Reposado. Why? Well, we knew about it, and it's also hard to pronounce.
But this all-natural cantina doesn't stop at the drinks. Get their tableside guacamole.
Now, this is really holy guacamole. Fresh avocado, jalapeno, tomato, onion, and cilantro.
The freshness really makes you stop and pause. Plus, you get warm tortilla chips and a dynamite salsa.
Yeah, and that salsa was so good. So, of course, Jetsetters have to take charge. And at the end of the guac, we added the rest of the salsa.
And we've been here quite a number of times, and we marvel every time at the ease of getting around and the variety of all the restaurants around here.
Yeah, great place to come. And when we come back, we're going to show you a house that you can rent in paradise.
Vieques is an island province of Puerto Rico. It is a big paradise with tons of beaches and not many of the big name resorts.
So we suggest getting a house, which is what 8 of us did at this place called, you guessed it, the Paraíso, Spanish for paradise.
Susan Osborne is the property manager.
Well, the location, that's really close to town. You can walk. There's the Atlantic Ocean right there. You have views of the Caribbean, Puerto Rico. The house itself has great bedrooms for 4 couples, or I find families really like it because the kids get their own bedroom, their own bathroom, and they can just lock out their parents when they want to. Plus up here in the gathering areas, you have this nice quiet area here, and then over there it's like crazy party world. And we definitely equipped it so people can feel like they're at home.
And Susan is always nearby for questions about the house or places to hit on the island.
And Paraíso is a great place to have a chef come in, and it is a great spot to cook for yourself as well.
But mostly it's a place to relax and view either the Atlantic Ocean or the Caribbean from 2 different directions.
You can sunbathe or just share some drinks and conversation with loved ones.
The house is safe with locks and cameras.
The entire house is made of concrete. Even some of the furniture is part of the structure.
Not only will it withstand the wind, but also the moisture and humidity.
The house also has plenty of safety options, like being able to batten down the doors so they don't slam in the wind.
Now, if you're interested in staying here at Paraíso, it's easy.
Yes, they can reach me via email, and that is at RESUZIQ, that's RESUZIQ at hotmail.com. Or they can call me at 787-710-6861.
Tell them Undercover Jetsetter sent you.
And it was a great house. Now, we're going to have a lot more stories coming from Vieques, like, for instance, can you live there? We'll explore that.
And when we come back, we take you to a Mexican cantina you have to hit in Vegas, and then how to take your doctor on vacation with you.
As we've showed you on many shows, Las Vegas has some great restaurants, and we found another gem. It's a Mexican restaurant out in Henderson.
And Borracha Cantina has amazing food, tequila, and a great motto. We love Green Valley Ranch in Henderson as a place to unwind and relax off the Strip.
It is perfect for both locals and visitors alike, with a great pool, spa, and lots of fabulous restaurants.
We satisfied our craving for Mexican food at their recently opened Borracha Mexican Cantina.
Yeah, it is a fun and festive vibe with cool decor like this wraparound mural and plenty of big screen TVs so you don't have to miss that game you've been waiting for.
All of the staff are hip and friendly, and Chef Jesus has created a seductive menu to go with the decor.
Now, we started with this blood orange margarita, a blend of fresh blood orange and lime juices with Hornitas Plata tequila and agave nectar.
Refreshing and healthy for a margarita. It's nice to not have that sticky, sugary fake stuff, and they have an abundance of tequila choices for the connoisseur.
There's also a wide array of cervezas, including this one, Modelo Especial. It is a light and refreshing Pilsner-style lager that went great with all the food.
And all the food is exceptionally fresh. We indulged in the super fresh salsa and chips, both made in-house.
Then we went for the garlic shrimp. Chef Jesus sautés them up in peppers, onion, garlic, white wine, and chili butter sauce. This is a decadent delight, but also good if you're counting carbs.
And the shrimp were tangy and zesty from the chili lime garlic sauce, but the butter added a rich, creamy, and delicious texture. Now, we have to warn you, this sauce is addictive.
And we couldn't resist these slow-roasted pork carnitas, served with their signature guacamole, a lime hot sauce, and soft, made-from-scratch corn tortillas. The pork is as tender and juicy as you could dream it to be.
Now, this sauce was more like a coulis, which is a thick puree, than a sauce. It has smooth citrus flavors with a hint of smokiness and a kick at the end. It's the perfect companion to the earthy roasted pork.
Now, we also had this Davis Bynum Chardonnay from the Russian River in Sonoma, California.
As you would expect, it went great with the shrimp, but it also complemented the roasted pork very nicely too.
Now, the signature side of Mexican beans are a must. They are smoky with an almost grilled-like flavor and sprinkled with cotija cheese on the top.
There are tasty and healthy options on the menu as well, like these brown rice bowls. Plus, they have Taco Tuesday every Tuesday night, and it is a doozy, boozy delight.
That's right, all-you-can-eat tacos and all-you-can-drink margaritas with unlimited tequila shots for only $24. Now, definitely a night to take Uber, Lyft, or a taxi if you're not staying at the resort.
And that certainly lives up to their motto, which is tequila for the soul and tacos for the heart.
So, tequila for the soul. If you get a little too soulful on a trip, though, you might not be feeling too good. That would be a real bummer.
But the doctor will see you straight away, and that's because he's your concierge doctor.
We have found a doctor's office that will go with you on a trip in case you need them.
It's a new concept in concierge medicine that is catching on, and it frees you up to travel.
It is called Bowtie Medical because its principal doc, Firuz Danishkari, is fond of the bow tie.
You pay a monthly fee and they take care of you whenever you need it. And for as long as you need them. No more 7-minute only sessions with the doctor, and then here's the copay you owe.
They spend extensive time with you to know everything about you and your possible medical needs.
This is all about preventative medicine, keeping you out of the hospital and off medication because you're staying healthy.
Instead of a drug prescription, you may get a back manipulation.
Instead of drugs, you may get a homeopathic remedy for jet lag.
But if something happens to you while traveling, you can reach them around the clock, and they can see you whenever, thanks to technology.
Yeah, we have an app that you can download onto your phone that will send secure emails and text messages to our team. And you know, we are very responsive to that. We have a robust telehealth video consult portal that through our electronic system that will go right to your smartphone, and you can just give us a call, you set up the appointment, and it'll be face-to-face through the video.
So if you're jet setting either out of the country or within the U.S., take a look at Bowtie Medical as your concierge doctor on call. Now we'll have more on Bowtie Medical and Liberty Health Share, which is healthcare you can travel with. But for now, go to this site to get more information.
And we're going to have more on medical tourism. You can actually go to our site now and see some stories we've done on the Cayman Islands and the medical tourism that goes on there. Plus, we are exploring other destinations around the world to help you as well.
And when we come back, we go to North Carolina to look at a destination that a lot of foreigners are enjoying.
And cheers. Welcome back. As many of you know, I live in Sunset Beach, North Carolina, and that is just north of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I get to play a lot of golf there, and I consider it a local spot.
Well, but Sunset Beach is also being recognized as a hip place for a lot of world travelers.
And that drive would be good on any of the 3 courses here at Sea Trail. This is Sunset Beach, North Carolina, just north of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And Sea Trail is unique. Sure, it is a golf resort destination, but as Ray Crabb, the head of operations, told me, Sea Trail is also a convention location for worldwide travelers now.
With Charlotte being such a, an international hub now, we're 3.5, 4 hours from Charlotte, so there is plenty of opportunity. Or you can fly into Myrtle Beach and Wilmington. We're equidistant between the 2 airports, and so it does lend itself to European tourism and even tourism from the Far East.
Are there distinctions between the 3 golf courses?
Yes, there's the Dam Maples course is the first one that was built, I believe, in the middle 80s, and that's more of a sort of a linksy type it's a linksy course surrounded by pine trees and lots of oak trees, so it gives you one different experience.
Would you call that kind of a target course?
Yeah, there you go. That's a good way of saying it. And then, with Jones, with Reece Jones, all the undulations in the fairways and the mounding and the position of his greens and use of water, that gives you another experience. And then the bird sort of complements all the other two. It sort of ends up between the Jones and the Maples, but all give you a different experience, which makes it even more interesting when you stay here for, the average golf package is 3 or 4 days, so you've got the ability to, stay on site, play 3 different courses. And to be fair to the area, there's a number of fine courses close by as well. So if you did want to go for that 6-7 day package and didn't necessarily want to play the same course every day, there's plenty of options in the area, fine courses.
Talk about staying here, because this is a great place to stay and play. In other words, you can stay here and just kind of bed down for a week or two, play a lot of golf, and have a great place to stay, like your own condo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have a vast selection of condos, ranging from mini suites right the way to 4-bedroom units, and with everything in between. So basically, there's a configuration that matches anybody or any family or any golf group, convention group. There's a good variety.
What I love about it is you can bring a group of guys down here. So I mean, you could be like 4 or 8 of you, and you can almost stay in the same unit, right?
Oh, definitely, yeah. They have all the units have, the majority of the units have 2 double beds or 2 queen beds in each bedroom. So yeah, it lends it to multi-housing and that camaraderie that comes with it. Magnolia's is our our go-to dining room, as you might say. It's open for breakfast and lunch every day, and then and we have selected evenings when we have themed dinners and special events as well. So there's a vast variety, and because it's the main restaurant for the 2 courses, the Jones and the Bird, it has a lot of activity. It has lots of so you can have a quiet luncheon there, as a group of ladies, or you can have a group of golfers that are enjoying their beer after their round. So it's got a good selection.
And if you want to enjoy Mother Nature, nearby Sunset Beach is considered by many one of the top 10 beaches in the world. You can sunbathe and walk for miles with no interruptions.
3 different seasons. You've got golf for high season is it's spring, March, April, and way into May, and again that repeats itself from the middle of September through the middle of November. The summer obviously is Memorial to Labor Day, the traditional vacation time, but then on top of that, both the spring and the fall shoulder seasons are very, very popular with group meetings. That's when the associations meet or corporations have their retreats and plan what's going on.
And if you're looking to go on a vacation, whether it's a golf vacation or just a beach vacation, all you have to do is go to jetsetterdeals.com. That is our easy-to-use site.
And check out our Facebook page at Undercover Jetsetter, and tweet us at UCFoodieTV, #UndercoverJetsetter.
And we want to thank you for joining us. We are here at National Harbor, just outside of Washington, D.C. Come see the place. It's a great spot. Cheers.
Absolutely. Cheers.